Hey, hello friends, welcome to my channel. In this video, let's discuss about what is cherry pick in Git. Okay, this is more of a Git related topic. The reason I am making this in Azure DevOps playlist is because now we widely use Azure Repos, which actually uses Git. Okay, so I thought this video might be very beneficial for all the developers who are working with Git and Azure DevOps as well. Alright, so let's see how and when to actually use cherry pick in Git. Okay, a cherry pick is a command that is used to apply a specific commit from one branch into another branch without merging the whole branch. Okay, so I hope you would have heard about merging. So in merging, what usually happens is you merge all the commits from one branch into your main or other branch. That's how merge happens. But for some cases, if you don't want to copy all the commits, you just want to pick only one commit, in those kind of situation, cherry pick might be very useful. Okay, so when to use the Git cherry pick? If you want to copy just one or few commits from another branch, that's one possible situation where you can use Git cherry pick. And it is also very useful in bug fixes where you don't want to merge everything from a feature branch. You just need to perform the fix. Okay, in those kind of situations, cherry pick might be very useful. Okay, suppose let's say you have a branch, feature branch, okay, which has 3 commits A, B and C. So for some reason you want to bring only a specific commit, say you want to bring only commit B into your main branch. In those kind of situation, this cherry pick might be very much beneficial. Okay, so let's see an example to actually make you understand how Git cherry pick works. Alright, so let me go to repos. Okay, this is the repo I've been using for demo purposes, so I will use this repo. Before that, I will just create a new folder to clone my repo, so I will name it after today's date. I am opening the git bash direct here, so let me try to clone it. Git clone the URL. So this will clone that repo into the folder that I just created. You can see the repo got cloned here. Now go into that repo and you can see you will be in the main branch. Here it is. You are under main branch. So now in order to demonstrate this, what I'm planning to do is, let me make 2 different commits. Okay, and see how we can cherry pick from one of it. So let me move to a new branch first. Okay, git checkout -b. Let's give a name to the branch. I will call it as cherry pick example. Okay, something like this. So this is the branch name I have created. So let me go and add a new file or new content. Let me add a new file here. Okay, let me create a new text. Let me call it as cherry pick example. Okay, and let me add a new line 1 example 1. All right, so just adding some text here. Okay, now let me go and check git status. You can see now the change whatever I have done, like I created a new file and added a simple text to it, right? So that change actually came across. All we need to do is just commit this git add space dot, which will add everything. Now git commit -m, give a meaningful commit message. Let me call it as cherry pick example 1. Okay, some meaningful example so that you can remember what you are actually doing. So as soon as I done this, you can see I have pushed this commit, 1 file changed and 1 inserted, so which indicates this commit went in successfully. Let me make another commit as well. Okay, so let me go and make another change to that file. So I'm gonna add line 2 example 2. Okay, so this is a new change which I am making. So I will make another commit to actually push this change across. Okay, so now let me check with git status and see if the change is coming. Yes, the new change is coming. Again I'm adding it, and again I am committing it. This time I am committing as example 2. Yes, all right. So now I have pushed 2 commits in this particular cherry pick example branch. What I need to do is I need to pick only one particular commit. In those kind of situations I will use something called a cherry pick. Okay, so here the example is quite simple. I have done basically simple changes and pushed it as 2 commits. Ideally in real time your change can be simple or complex as well. Okay, here I did only one line change, but in real time you can make changes at multiple files, multiple lines, multiple pieces of code. The change can be very huge. So all you need to do is just pick that commit and push it to main branch, which will apply to all the changes that you have made as part of that commit. Alright, so let's see how we can actually do that. Git checkout main. I'm just moving to the main branch for now. Ideally in real world you won't push into main branch. You would create a new branch and push it there and raise a pull request and then push it to main again. But for simpler understanding, I'm directly pushing it to main as of now. Alright, so let me look into the history. Okay, git log. What's the branch name? Cherry pick example, right? Cherry pick example and hyphen one line. You can see all the commit history here. Okay, you can see the change that I made. Cherry pick example 1, this is the commit ID, and cherry pick example 2, this is another commit ID, right? So you can see that history here, but I have not pushed it into main branch yet. So that's why you can see there are a lot. This is actually present above main branch. So what I'm planning to do is I'm planning to keep this commit 1 as of now and ignore the commit 2. I for some reason I want to pick only the commit 1, which is cherry pick example 1, the line 1, whatever I have made change, right? I want to keep the line 1 and leave the example 2. Basically I'm gonna cherry pick the first commit whatever I made. That's all. Alright, so let me come out of this. Okay, so here I am, and now what I need to do is I am issuing a command called git cherry pick, the important one. Okay, in the git cherry pick there is a hyphen between cherry and pick, so that is something to note. Git cherry pick, and we need to provide that commit hash ID, whatever I just copied. Okay, what this will do is it will just pick that commit changes and push it to main branch. So now I have just picked that change. All I need to do is just push it into main branch. Git push origin, it's main here, right? Git pull origin main. Here it is, as simple as that. Okay, now I have pushed it to the main branch. Now let's go to the main branch and actually verify if the changes actually come across. So this is the one. Let me refresh this. Alright, you can see now the file cherrypick example.txt is displaying here. On clicking that, you can see only one line is present. Okay, which means I have just picked the first commit and pushed it into a main branch. So what I did is I have just cherry picked only one commit and push it into the main branch. Alright, so this is how cherry pick can be very much useful in real time. For demonstration purposes I made this example very simple, but in real time you can make lot of changes under a single commit, which might be beneficial for you, which might be highly beneficial for you. Alright, but one thing to keep in mind is if you are not sure what you are doing, I would suggest not to use cherry pick, because it might be very complicated and confusing. Only if you are aware the changes what you are doing, cherry pick might be very much beneficial, because it might result in a lot of confusion and you might end up in losing quite a lot of code. All right, so and one more thing to notice, ideally you might get a lot of merge conflict whenever you are doing cherry pick, because there are a lot of changes that is coming across, might have come across in the recent time, right? So there might be conflict also that might be occurring, so you have to resolve that. Okay, let's discuss about merge conflicts and all in our upcoming videos, but for now this is the basic simple example of how a cherry pick in Git works. All right, I hope now you understood how cherry pick works in Azure Git. I hope you like this video. If you like this video, please subscribe and follow my channel. Thank you.